Okay, so today I going to discuss is not about the game. I'm gonna talking about the future. Maybe it's a video game and AI. What we see that I just reading a few article and see there are some really interesting from this WCCF Tech. There's a two article I really interesting to share with you guys, which is the okay. Let's starting with the first thing is the Yoko Taro. I think you can go reading on our original URL, which is the famitsu.com, but it's the Japanese, so we're not gonna talk about that because it's quite long. And let's see what they're discussing about. There's a lot of new games wants to create, but with AI technology evolving at speed, I first possibility AI generated adventure games will become mainstream. Okay, believe that game creator maybe lose their job because of the AI. There's a chance in that in 50 years, game creator will be treated like bards, which is really interesting. I think that in the future we will move from era where we have to imitate the style of our favorite creature to era where we can have our favorite scenario generate. Okay, 50 years, I think it's really long, to be honest, and I don't know if I still exist in the 50 years later. But it's not wrong, and continue AI will determine with the preference of user and skillfully generate route branching that they will want to read and comment recommendation capability will continue to improve. Okay, so this is from Yoko Taro is a creator and director of Fear Near Automata. Ah, the tongue. Okay, the next one is the Laren Studio boss. I'm sure if you guys doesn't know about the Laren Studio, is the company who behind of Baldur Gate 3, Divinity Origin Sin series is the one of is the mostly or the turn-based RPG game and it's still popular until now, which is really great to see their game is still popular until now, if it's already few years. So what he say about the AI is, I think the naive thing to is to think that it will be shorten the development time. Of course, I think that is the age of all true. If you're a developer 2 years, they're going to take three. The same thing like will be case here with the what you're going to give them in terms of ability to do stuff. If they have ability to do things faster, they will just do more, which is actually what you want. And he continue, I don't think you will have competitive advantage if you do because it's what is going on available to everybody, right? So yeah, I think what he say is the everything people can do same thing like you do. It's depend how they utilize the AI tool. If the baseline goes up because of generation is available to everybody, fine. That is the new reality. That's what we're in. But you will, but you're still going and to want to create something special on top of that. Okay, I think that's where teams like us will make a difference. We are very boutique team. We're actually and okay, blah blah blah. And then he say when we told people about it, this is always discussion. Oh my goodness, our job is going to disappear. And here is what he say. And no, you're just going to work differently potentially, but you're still going to be making difference. So the point is, they not AI not gonna completely replace all job, but it's gonna be different. That's the point what he say. Okay, let's talk about the AI I gonna share to you, which is known as the Hunyuan 3D. This one is the one of the most popular 3D generation, which is you can generate text to 3D or image to 3D. And to be honest with you, it's still not really perfect. I see they are planning they launch a new version 2.5, but still not launched as the open source. We'll see that how great the improvement. But you can see that the example they share to you, it's really great. But what I try using this AI tool, and it's really great, especially when you creating like a props, like a chat, like this thing. But there are still few things you might be feel like it's not really perfect, and at the end you still need to modify it, especially like a detail, because sometimes the detail still not reach the on expectation. So here the thing about the future about the game development, you're gonna see a lot of the AI generation game with the AI generation in the future, and especially if you playing in Zoe, if you're playing in Zoe, there's some feature where you can upload a one image and they turn up into three generation, but it wasn't really good like a Hunyuan 3D. But there's a few things I want to tell you is the first of all, I think everything, the workflow in the future, not just a game development, even everything like you being a programmer or you being an artist, you're gonna end up mix up all your workflow with the AI in the future, and that's the reality. So for people who watching this video right now, I suggest to starting learning about how to utilize AI, because it's not just like a it's not just like a, let's just say it's not just a tools, but it slowly AI turn up into like a part of your career and life in the future. It's not future, it's a now, because even I doing some jobs now, it's mixed up with the AI because it's helpful sometimes. So I sometimes wondering back to the few months ago about the game development. I think this game development in the future, it's gonna slowly turn up like a all time what I see, but in a different situation, because we're gonna back to the old time when you don't need 1,000 people or 1,000 employees to working on one game, like you heard about Modern Warfare 3, which is I heard about the rumors they working with the 30,000 employees, which is really crazy for one game. And maybe in the future, since the future, it's gonna be turn up. Maybe they just only like need like a 20 or 30 or even maybe 40. I don't think we need like a hundreds employee or hundreds people to working. Maybe it could be less, maybe less than 10 guys, maybe in the future, because of the AI is making much efficient and making less cost to producing some game in the future. And if that things happen, I think it's gonna be really interesting, because we're gonna see a lot of the more games in the future, and could be a more creative. You can see a more unique maybe in the future. Who knows? We'll see that maybe for a few years, and depend on how the AI technologies are growing. But I can see like you see in Hunyuan 3D, it's a quite decent to generate like a props, but you still need some tuning to get what you expected. So yeah, this is the video. We'll end. See you next time, and don't forget to subscribe and like button. Thank you.